Ayushi, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, you are audible.
Fine. So, Ayushi, I can see, as far as my information is concerned, you are basically from Vidisha, Madhya Pradesh, right?
Yes, sir.
As far as education goes, you have done your B in computer science. This
Yes,
is
sir.
from Madhya Pradesh. Yes,
Yes, sir.
right? And it
Yes,
was
sir.
in year 2014. What are you doing since then?
So then I worked for around 1 year, 9 months in Trident Limited as a data center administrator. So then I left my job in 2016. And then, sir, I was wholeheartedly preparing for civil services since then.
And why you decided to go this way when you already had a well-paying job with you?
Sir, while I was working in Trident, that was also a period of immense self-introspection for me. And sir, I already had an inclination towards civil services. And in Trident, I got a chance to be a participant in the CSR activities there. And I felt immense satisfaction doing that. And sir, then I thought about it a lot and talked to some of the people. And then, sir, I decided to prepare for civil services, as civil services will provide me the opportunity to bring greater and better impact in people's life. At the same time, the kind of career enhancement that it entails. So that is something I want in a job that I want to do for life.
So you believe that your job at Trident was, I mean, you were not kind of satisfied with the kind of things that job was providing, and you believe the civil services will be any better?
Sorry, sir, if I have said something like that, but sir, I have learned a lot from the job I was doing in Trident, be in terms of technical knowledge and also in terms of the life lessons that it has given me. But I wanted to increase that scope of impact that my job is going to have, and that is why I want to come in civil services.
Okay. Your DEF also suggests that you have interest in sports and athletics, right?
Yes, sir.
Tell me, if we look at the current times, the COVID times, there are many people
Yes,
who
sir.
believe that sports will no more be the same after the pandemic is gone. What aspects of pandemic's gonna affect the sports field in the long?
So if I talk about the longer run, then definitely we are going to more towards the broadcasting mediums through which the sports will be represented. For example, right now we are seeing that in some places of the world, for example in Europe, through Zoom meetings, people had participated in the sports events. And also as a training perspective also it will become more centralized, so that the more gathering of people may not take place at some particular training institutions, and more health and other nutrition related aspects will be taken care of. For example, the Sports Authority of India right now is working remotely with many athletes of India, and also assisting them remotely with respect to training as well as nutrition. So, sir, that is going to become a norm, in my opinion, in the longer run.
Okay. Ayushi, you've also mentioned that this is one of your interests to have to watch documentaries on tribal culture. I've
Yes, sir.
always believed the very idea of making documentary on tribal culture, uh, in a sense, affects the tribal culture itself. It's a cyclic thing. You're getting my point. The idea of
Yes, sir.
documenting tribal culture will leave that tribal culture changed. What is your take?
Sir, there are both pros and cons of it, and there have been many tribal documentaries, and there have been many mediums which have affected or used the tribal communities for commercial reasons, for documenting their culture and show it on different mediums and earn money from them. But sir, there are certain pros of it. For example, if I talk about the Maybe Bharat documentaries of Rajya Sabha TV, they have been showing the tribal culture in a way that they are more talking about the issues of tribal culture, and therefore they are leading the voices. They are making their voice reach to the administration as well as to the government.
Ayushi,
And
I'm
at
not.
the same,
I'm trying to dig what you're saying from that, but I can't hear an anthropologist speaking. You're an anthropologist. I was expecting a more in-depth methodological answer to it. Why I'm
yes.
saying that documenting tribal culture will affect tribal culture itself.
So if I talk about applied and action anthropology, then in that itself we talk about the anthropologists. They going to the tribal societies and they study them, and on the basis of that they apply it in policy making and also take actions to bring better impact in the tribal people's life. And so when I talk about making documentaries on tribal culture, so that also I talk about bringing those researchers who are good anthropologists and to make documentary on them. And there should be proper permission mechanism, and there should be proper authorities who give permissions and what kind of permission and up to what extent the tribals their life can be documented, and tribal should also be made an informed participant in this.
Fine, Ayushi.
Ayushi, am I audible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Ayushi, tell me, you studied anthropology.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me two most relevant sentences on human evolution.
Ma'am, the two most important events in human evolution, according to me, first is the erect posture that we had attained and the bipedalism related to it, and that allowed us the greater development of human brain. And the answer, and ma'am, second, according to me, is the invention of fire, with the help of which many internal evolution has taken place with respect to our digestive system and the overall biology of the human beings. It had changed towards something positive.
All right, Ayushi, tell us something about Karl Marx theory of social evolution.
Sorry, ma'am, I am not aware of it.
All right. Tell me, in your opinion, is growth of an economy more important or is development of an economy more important?
Ma'am, in my opinion, the development of the economy is more important than growth, because, in my opinion, the growth may not be equitable. It may not reach to each and every section of the society. But when we talk about development, it is more an inclusive approach, and therefore, in my opinion, development of the economy is more important.
All right. Where will development come from?
Ma'am, the
What is the
development of
most?
an
Tell me.
When the development of the economy comes from the inclusive development of each and every section of the society, especially working on the human developmental indicators of the people, be it education, be it health, the nutritional aspects of it, and especially if we talk about the recent coronavirus pandemic, the growing inequality, it shows us that we need an equitable development and a greater focus towards the developmental aspect of it.
Ayushi, why is inequality seen in such a bad light?
Ma'am, inequality is seen in such a bad light because it affects some sections of the society in a very disproportionate way. For
Right.
example,
Ayushi, tell me, please.
ma'am, should I continue this particular answer?
Please do.
Uh,
Please do.
Ma'am, inequality is bad, is seen in a bad light because it affects some sections of the society in a very disproportionate way. For example, if we talk about migrants, then they had to walk such long miles on foot before when the lockdown was announced, and also the tribal societies, their nutrition was affected as they could not get the proper implementation of ICDS and midday meal during it, and also the various different rural societies in India. They do not get proper education facilities, health facilities, uh, many a times because of the inequality which is prevalent.
Ayushi, as someone who understands human beings, human behavior, how do you see demonetization?
Ma'am, demonetization was came in as it made some of the currency notes illegal, or this it and people had to go to banks to exchange their notes with the newer ones. And if I talk about the anthropological aspects of this particular activity, then a lot many people they had to stand in lines for hours to get them exchanged. And many a times it has been found that that many a people they they suffered a lot because of it. And
Ayushi,
ma'am, I'm
yeah, that would do for me. Tell me, have you ever played the rock paper scissors game?
Ma'am, I had played it in childhood, but right now I have forgotten the rules of it.
All right. Which is your favorite game, Ayushi?
Ma'am, it is carom.
All right, then describe to me the rules of carom.
Ma'am, in carom we have two different kinds of the small. I'm unable to recall the name of the small pieces that we use, but there are two different colors of pieces, and they are 9 and 9 in number, so 18 of them in total. And then there is queen, so it is usually red in color. And there are different games that we can play out of it. So one is related to the black and white, which is most common. And other than this, we have also related to money, where we buy different parts of the carom board and then we play accordingly. And we can also form teams in carom. And ma'am, if I talk about rules, then
That would do for me, Ayushi. Thank you so much. Thank you.
thank you, ma'am.
Can you hear me, Ralphie?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you are a student of anthropology. My first
Yes, sir.
question is what? We have a Java man, right, in Indonesia,
Yes, ma'am.
and we have a Cro-Magnon, right, in Europe.
Yes, sir.
My question is what? What are the differences in between two regarding probothensis is concerned, National Index is concerned, and Cephali Index?
Sorry, sir, I'm unable to recall it right now.
Okay. Look, you have heard certainly Narmada man.
Yes, sir.
Narmada man. You consider Narmada man is an example of Homo sapiens?
Sir, from the anthropological categorization of Narmada, it is a Homo erectus, and it has been discovered by V.S. Vakankar. And in it, sir, as it is a Homo erectus.
I am sure Narmada man has been finally considered as a primate of human being, but still the thing is not clear.
Sir, as far as my knowledge is concerned, it is a Homo erectus, but I will more read about it.
Okay, you belong to what Vidisha, and Vidisha having what Sachi, right? Sachi you have seen.
Sir.
Sachi.
Yes, sir.
Is there.
Yes, sir.
And in Ujjain there is a Mahakal. Look, Sachi is much older than Mahakal. But Sachi not having a very good example of sacred complex. But Mahakal is a very good example of sacred complex. Why such differences in between two? One is much older, not good example of sacred complex. Another is good example of sacred complex. Why it is? Who has given the concept of sacred complex? Who has given the concept of sacred complex?
Sir, I think it is given by Mr. M. Srinivas.
Look, man-nature spirit is very strong in South Madhya Pradesh, right? But in the area of yours, right, man-nature spirit is not very strong. Why?
Sir, in southern Madhya Pradesh, it is mostly covered with forest areas, and therefore a lot of tribal people live there, and therefore they have strong association with their native lands, and therefore they have this strong connection with the spiritual aspects of it, and therefore they have this strong man-nature spirit complex in the area.
Look, we have started a national lockdown, right? That phase is gone. Then the phase comes what that is called what state lockdown. That has gone. Now the third phase is what intra intra-state lockdown, like Bhopal lockdown, today is what Patna lockdown. So why
Yes, sir.
in third stage we have taken the step of intra-state lockdown? What's the purpose of intra-state lockdown?
Sir, it is more about bringing a targeted approach in unlock practices. So here we are targeting the hotspot where the cases are increasing, because we have seen that we cannot keep the entire country in lockdown or greater regions in lockdown for a very long time, because it is going to have large repercussions not just on economy but also on the dignity of people. So that is why we have bring it a concept of making it more decentralized and more targeted. Therefore, sir, the interstate lockdown.
Look, in Northeast, there is what inter-tribal dispute as well as intra-tribal dispute. A very good example of intra-tribal dispute is what Naga. What is the reason, anthropological reason of intra-tribal dispute among Nagas?
Sir, I am not aware of it. I will have to read about
You know
it.
Naga Kuki dispute? Naga Kuki dispute.
Sir,
Kuki is also Naga tribe. Only the nomenclature difference. So what is the reason behind what intra-tribal dispute?
sir, it may be, sir, I am not exactly aware of the reason, but it may be because of their
Look, the
required.
tribal community of Himachal Pradesh, right, Uttarakhand and Jammu Kashmir used to actually do transhuman behavior. What is the reason of transhuman behavior?
So the transhumans, the migration that they do during the summer period, sir, are you asking about that?
Yes. Transhuman is what a practice. That is
Yes,
seasonal
sir.
migration.
Yes, sir.
Seasonal migration. So what is the reason
Yes,
of
sir.
seasonal migration?
So the reason for the seasonal migration is that they are basically shepherds, and they are always in search of pastoral lands. And during summer months, when the higher peaks in the Himalayas, they are not snow clad, and it is usual, and it is the time that
The
they can go up
fine,
to these areas.
okay, final question. What is the difference in between Homo erectus and Homo sapien regarding pelvic girdle is concerned? Pelvic girdle.
So the pelvic girder, it has become more it has become broader, and
So
it has allowed.
broader? Whom broader?
So with respect to Homo erectus, it has been with respect to Homo sapiens, it has become more elongated, and it has provided more space for the enlarged human brain to pass through at the time of delivery.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Ayushi, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Tell me one thing. You have been participating in elocution competition in your school days and college days as well.
Yes, sir.
What is the basic
Yes, sir.
difference between elocution and extempore?
So in extempore, we need to talk about a particular subject on the spot, and we are not given very much time for that. We are only given 15 to 20 seconds to gather our thoughts before talking. While in case of elocution, we can prepare beforehand on the topic.
So in that way, this extempore becomes more challenging as compared to elocution, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because of the paucity of time that we have to
Okay.
prepare.
Okay, Ayushi. See, many nuclear powered states are persuading India to sign non-nuclear proliferation treaty. If India signs this treaty, what is the disadvantage?
Ma'am, the first disadvantage would be that India has always been wanted a more democratic system in terms of nuclear power, as it has always wanted not just the P5 nations or the only 5 nations to have such a power to develop nuclear weapons with respect to civilian as well as weapon purposes. So that particular stand of the India will be lost. And secondly, there will be more challenges with respect to the India's domestic politics, India's relations with the immediate neighbors as well. As India needs nuclear weapons for minimum credible deterrence with respect to our immediate neighbors such as Pakistan as well as China. and it may pose as a hurdle even with respect to some of the nuclear technology development in the country with
Okay, very,
respect to
very,
civilian users.
very convincing argument, Ayushi. Now, tell me one thing: this custodial deaths have become a commonplace these days. Even the best
Yes.
practices are not adhered to. Uh, the data from NCRB, which was released recently, are eye opener and very, startling. Now, as an IPS officer of a district which is having a central jail as well, what would you suggest to minimize the custodial deaths?
Sir, first would be that reporting of such incidents should happen, as we also see that in the case of Tamil Nadu, such cases had already happened in the past, but they had not been reported. So that in a way emboldens the ideology of the police officers who perform such tasks. So reporting should increase. Secondly, the role of the magistrate, it should be monitored properly, as we can see in the DK Basu case itself. The Supreme Court has said that the bail should be the norm, and keeping the person in detention, either in custodial detention or in judicial detention, should be an exception. So that should be followed. Sir, other than this, awareness generation among the people regarding their rights, it should be increased, and greater involvement of technology with respect to tracking and tracing of cases. So that should be brought in.
Okay, my final question. See, civil services, which is called the steel frame of our country or bureaucracy, when it can come forward to take credit of all things that have happened in our country, is it not the right time to blame them for every wrong things that we have landed in?
Sorry, sir, your voice was breaking in the end. I could not hear the
You
question
want me to
properly.
repeat this question? Okay, fine. I'm
Yes,
saying
sir.
this bureaucracy, when it is coming forward to take the credit of all the good things that have happened in our country, why not we should pin the blame for every wrong things that we have landed into?
So civil services, they have the greater responsibility to work for the welfare of the people, and they should and anonymity is one of the biggest quality that they follow while doing that particular task. Sir, if we are sir, sorry, sir, I am unable
Yeah,
to
go ahead.
understand.
You didn't understand the question.
Yes, sir.
You want me to repeat it, or should we move to some
Yes,
other question?
sir, please repeat the question.
I'm saying for the state of affairs that we are into these days, I'm just referring to negative aspects. This bureaucracy should be blamed for that because they are the ones who are administering, everything. They have a greater influence on almost all the aspects of our life. Just for a second, imagine you are a district magistrate and how influential you will be. Even the last person in the row will be having certain kind of an expectations from you, and you have the potential to influence that. When you can make certain qualitative changes, that's fine, good. You should take the credit, but you should also come forward to take the credit for all the wrong things that last person is facing these days. This is my broader question.
Sir, as a civil servant, or as you have said that a district magistrate, if any of the wrong things that had happened in the district, then instead of blaming the administration for it, more effort should be made in finding out that what were the lacuna and the drawbacks in bringing out that particular task, and the more focus should be in reforming the same instead of blaming. Then only, sir, we can move forward. And if according to the statute book, if any of the wrongdoings had been happened, then in that case, yes, proper decisions and proper steps should be taken against the administrators. Otherwise, sir, we should focus more upon the reforms that can be brought.
Thank you, Ayushi. Over to Anjani, sir.
Can you hear me, Ayushi?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ayushi. You belong from Vidisha.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever visited Ranchi Stupa?
Yes, sir.
Could you tell us something about the structure of the stupa? Means its constituent.
Yes.
its elements. Okay, please tell us.
Sir, Sanchi Stupa is basically like an hemispherical ball which is kept in an inverted form, and it is surrounded by railings made up of stone, and it also had four toranas surrounding it at each and at the four corners of it, and they all have five pillars in it. Other than this, there is Chhati on the top of it, and there is also Medhi, which is the Saikar ambulatory passageway for the people to take to actually worship the stupa, and it is built on the relics of Buddha. So this is what I know about it.
Okay, okay. There is also a stupa, Bharhut stupa. Have you
Sorry,
heard
sir.
ever about Bharhut stupa?
Yes, sir.
Bharhut stupa.
Yes, sir.
Who built this stupa and who built Sachi?
Sir, in Sanchi it has been built firstly by Samrat Ashoka, but that was made up of bricks. Later it has been renovated by Shungas as well as Satavahanas rulers. Then they built with stone, and then they add railings and toranas to it. But sir, about Bharat Stupa, I'm unable to recall it right now.
Okay, okay. Ayushi, this COVID-19 pandemic affected all the world. How did this pandemic affect you? I mean to say, do you see any change in your philosophy about the human life?
Yes, sir, definitely. I have learned many different lessons during the coronavirus pandemic. Sir, first is that we have to live in harmony with nature, that we cannot expect that we harm the environment and we can live peacefully. So my first learning would be that, and second would be that that there is equal importance should be given to the of each and every member of the society, be it the the health officials or the police officials or the people who clean the roads and the people who clean the hospitals. Every different person, their role is important and equal importance should be given to them.
Okay, okay. My last question, what are your weaknesses?
Sir, my weakness is that is with respect to in the official capacity, I can talk to anyone, I can get my work done, I can talk well. But when it comes to interpersonal skills, so I need a little time to understand people, and that takes sometimes little more time for me. So this is what I think my weakness is.
Do you think that this will be suitable for an administrator?
Sir, in my official capacity, I can work well, and I have already worked for around 2 years in corporate. That did not pose a challenge for me. So, sir, I do not think that it will act as a hurdle in me becoming a good administrator if I be given a chance.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Ayushi. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Ayushi, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Ayushi, what is the meaning of your name?
So the meaning of my name, actually my name comes from the root word Ayu, which means life. So Ayushi is someone who has a long life.
Okay. Do you believe it's a positive thing or it is on the contrary negative thing?
Sir,
Having
in my
long
opinion,
days.
Sir, in my opinion, it is a very, very positive thing, because having a long life not just indicates the chronological life that we have, it actually also indicates the quality of life that one leads. According to various studies, it has been found that to have a long life, one does not have genes to have that, but also the overall lifestyle. It matters a lot. For example, having good nutrition, having good relations with our near and dear ones, and also the physical exercises and other lifestyle related things that we live with.
Ayushi, you're a practicing Jain, I guess. Tell me
Yes, sir.
if you're posted, for example, for the promotion of meat, and on a personal level, you have problem with non-vegetarianism as such, and your professional duties will ask you to promote non-vegetarianism. So do you believe you'll be able to resolve this conflict?
Sir, in my opinion, and sir, in fact, I believe that the religion is my personal thing, and I will not let it come as an obstacle in me delivering my professional capabilities.
But will you
So,
be able to visit slaughterhouses? Will you be able to see animals being slaughtered, or you'll just make it a paper thing?
no, sir, I will actually try my best to discharge my duties dutifully. And sir, from the perspective of my religion, then I will try to make sure that all the animal rights with respect to the best practices internationally, they are being followed, so that the animal rights, they are also respected in the slaughterhouses. So sir, that will be a teaching from my religion that I will implement.
When you were working with this company, you were handling data. You were the data administrator, right?
Yes, sir.
When it comes to this data thing, recently the terms big data and dark data has come into picture. What are big data and dark data? Are they the same or they different?
Sir, big data is actually a large volume of data. It is actually characterized by three V's, which is the volume of data, which is quite large, the velocity of the data is quite large, and the variety of data is quite large. So it is a large chunk of data which is unusable in the present form, but it requires analysis, data mining, data analysis, etc. to make it to convert it into a usable form. Sir, I am not exactly aware about dark data, but in my opinion, dark data is something which prevails on dark web, which can be utilized for the with many malicious intent. But sir, I will read about it. I am not sure about it.
Okay, last one from me. See, as a chairperson of the board, I've just taken a vote from all the members. And I'm pleased to inform you that three of the members believe that you're good enough, you should be taken. But there are two members who believe you're not good enough. As an analyst, you have to identify which two members are not happy with your performance and believe that you should not be taken.
Sir, I think that ma'am may not take me because I may not be able to answer some questions related to anthropology. And then, sir, I did not answer some questions properly related to the evolution perspective from Cro-Magnon and Java Man. But sir, I am assuring that I am going to read well about it, and that is because of lack of revision. So, sir, I am going to work on it.
Fine, Aishi, it was nice talking to you. You can leave now.
Thank you, sir.
Ayushi, can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ayushi. So tell me, how was the interview? What are the areas you believe you still need to work?
Sir, I need to work on anthropology a lot more.
Okay. See, Ayushi, I mean, your interview and the discussion that followed suggests that you're good. You're good on many fronts. I mean, there are areas where we are impressed. The communication by and large is good. There was glitches when it comes to communication. There was audio issue at many places. Can you hear me?
Sir, actually, I could not hear the last two lines that you had said.
I'm merely saying that there were glitches, fine, because of the medium that we cannot do much of it. But by and large, your communication is good. Your both your verbal communication as non-verbal communication is good. Articulation is your strength. Analysis is also good. There appears to be integrity, but on the issue of integrity itself, we have to be very careful. See, there are ways of avoiding a certain question. There are ways of avoiding certain answers if you don't know. And but admitting that you know a thing and then not answering is not one such. Okay. It
Yes,
happened
sir.
with the. It happened when ma'am was discussing, say, stone paper scissors or carom. Carom is the word you used. Carom was your choice. Then, if it was your choice, then you should have been more involved in answering it. It appears from the word "go," you wanted this particular question to go away. You cannot wish away certain areas of topic when it comes to interviews of this nature, right? Otherwise, good. I
Yes,
like
sir.
when you discussed tribals. I like when you discussed even anthropology, though obviously you understand that there are areas you need to brush up. So whatever you have to improve on is on the content front, right? more on the content front. By and large, communication and your articulation, the way you present yourself, all those things are in place. Don't worry about those things. But yes, if you can work on updating certain knowledge aspect or analysis aspect, that as much as you can do, please. Okay? Everything else is in place. All the best.
Thank you, sir.